Hello, today I'm going to show you different type of relationships between tasks in Microsoft Project desktop version, online desktop version. For that purpose, I created a very simple project with two phases, floor 1 and floor 2, and for each floor I have to take furniture out, plaster walls, paint walls, bring furniture in, and floor is done. The simple thing is, what can I do? First, take the furniture out from floor number 1. Then I can paint the walls. Okay, here, and then I can plaster walls. Then I can paint walls on floor 1, and I am done. After I am done with floor 1, with my milestone floor 1 done. Okay, here it is. I can start with taking furniture out from floor 2, and then I can plaster walls after that, then I can paint walls, and then I can bring furniture in, and I can say, okay, my floor number 2 is done, okay, and after that I can say, I can consider my project done after each and every milestone is done, which I explained in my previous video, and I can say, okay, this final milestone is connected with milestone 1 and milestone 2, okay, that's it, and you can see that the whole project will last 16 days. But this is not good enough. Let's say that you have enough resources to do floor 1 and floor 2 in parallel. So what I can do, I can take furniture 1 from, now I will erase all of those predecessor, and I can say, after I have 2 crews and they can do in parallel. So I can take furniture from floor 1 and floor 2 in same time. So they should start exact at same time. So for that purpose, I can do one thing. I can click on task number 8 twice. Then I will go to predecessor, and I will say that predecessor for my take furniture out, which is here, is take furniture out from floor 1, but if I click on OK, I will see that crew can take furniture from floor 2 to floor 1, which is not what I want. So I want 2 crews to do the same thing on the same time. So I am hit again here, and the relationship is okay. So, but here you can see type. Type can be finish to start, which is by default, start to start, finish to finish, start to finish. Finish to start is most common and most used, but also start to start and finish to finish are also used very often. So now I will say start to start, okay, and I will say they can take furniture 1 from floor 2. At the same they can start with taking out furniture from floor number 2 at the same time as they will start in floor number 1, and I will hit OK. And now you can see they are going to start with both tasks at the same time. And I can say, okay, but for plaster the wall, first of all, I cannot start with plaster walls until furniture is not out. So I will say here that plaster the walls will start after we take furniture out from floor number 1, which is 2, and the same thing on floor number 2, which is now 8. But after that, plaster the walls can start immediately at the same time with plaster walls on floor 1, and I can add another predecessor, which I am going to do, but not here. I will explain how to assign predecessor to each task in my separate video. So for this presentation, just double click on plaster walls, and take furniture out is okay, finish to start. But I will say, I need another. I need plaster walls, and I will say start to start. So now, here plaster the walls. On floor number 1 is going to start after we take furniture out, and the same thing is in after we take on furniture from floor number 2, but on the same time. So if I say that the take furniture out from floor number 1 will last 3 days, you will see that the start of plaster the walls on the floor 2 is going to be moved to start at the exact time. Why is it so? What is that example have a sense? Of course it has. Let's say that you have one company which will plaster walls, and you are supposed to tell them where they are supposed to show on the field, on your site, on your house, and when they are supposed to start with plastering the walls on both floors. Okay, and that is why if plaster the walls, if take furniture will take longer in floor number 1 than in floor number 2, you can see that furniture is out on floor number 2 on Monday, 14th of March, but since the furniture of floor number 1 is not moved, and it is supposed the plaster the walls are going to start at the same time, I put start to start, and since this takes three days, it will be end on 16th, and both that plaster the walls should start on Thursday, 17th. Okay? Now I can say paint the walls can be done after plaster the walls. And I can say, okay, now I will say 3 here and 9 here, okay. And now bring the furniture, but they should also start at the same time for floor number 2 and floor number 1. For that purpose, I can go here and put here, let's say, paint the walls 4 here, and say start to start. Okay, sorry. So paint walls, start to start. But there is an easier way. Now I can go paint walls here. I can go here, semicolon, and then I know that it should be started at the same time as task number 4. So I'm going to write here 4 start. Start to start, SS means start to start. You will see that I will have the same result. Now let's go back here, and I have paint wall start to start. Now I will say I can bring furniture in after walls are painted, so I will say 4 here, and I will say 10 here, but I will say the same crew is going to bring furniture in, and I will say, okay, finally, I will say here that they should start together at the same time. 5, start. So you can see that both of those tasks are going to start at the same time. And of course, here floor 1 is done when the floor number 2 is done when the furniture is in. Okay, this is start to start. What is finish to finish? So let's say that you are on my course, on my training, and I will show you here. Let's say that you have two tasks, that you have teacher is speaking and audience is listening. And that then let's say I'm lecturing 2 days. I can go here and I can say 16FF, finish to finish, which means that you are supposed to finish with listening after I'm finished with speaking. The same thing can be done here. Okay, so here I can say, okay, teacher is speaking, and I will put it here, finish to finish. I will choose finish to finish, and I will get the same result. So basically, you will use finish to finish when, no matter when the task will start, you cannot finish your task until predecessor is finished. So let's say that you have here testing software, and you here have, let's say, writing documentation for this software. So now the testing can last 5 days. Writing documentation is going to last 2 days, but it cannot be finished until testing is done. So I can switch those. I can say, okay, 5 days. So maybe if you have testing 2 days and writing documentation 5 days, obviously the testing will be finished before the writing documentation is done, but those tasks are supposed to finish on the same time, finish to finish. But and it doesn't make much sense here. But if you have opposite 5 days and 2 days, so in that case, testing is going to start at 14th of March. It is supposed to be finished at 18th of March, but since writing documentation will last 2 days, and it cannot be finished before testing software is finished, it will start a little bit later, not at the 14th of March, as it will be started if we don't have any predecessor, but it will start a little bit later, just enough to be ended at the same time as a predecessor is. And that is the whole thing about finish to finish. And to be honest, the last predecessors type, which is start to finish, I will not show you because in my practice I didn't find a chance to use it. But basically this is the same thing. Some task should be started before before predecessor is supposed to be finished, but it doesn't have much value in real life. At least I didn't see it. So basically, I showed you in this video that you have 4 types of predecessors. If you see just a number, it is automatically finished to start. As you can see, paint the walls is going to start after plaster walls are finished. If you have SS, it means those 2 tasks should start at the same time. Take furniture out from floor 2 is going to start at the same time as take furniture from floor 1. And finish to finish means both tasks should be finished at the same time. And you will find in your practice, and I showed you just one simple example, but in many projects, you will find the schedule with various type of predecessors, not only finish to start. By the way, it is very rare situation when you will have only finish to start relationship. Thank you very much and have a nice day.